bloody cold, but it's got to be done. We've packed up from the Warren River campsite we were at last night. Pretty early pack up, just because we're planning on doing a fair bit today. We are currently heading down the beach access road to Yeagerite Beach, and then that'll take us to the Warren River mouth, which we'll check out in a bit. Spend some time down there, maybe throw a line in. Fortunately didn't get anything last night, so maybe improve tomorrow, see how we go. So I go from the river mouth, and then we are going to go check out the one of the points in the national park that overlooks the ocean, and then check out the one of the climbing trees. I think it's the Dave Evans centennial tree.
Once you hit the Yeagerite track, you'll see a vast expanse of sand dunes, which soon become a forest, which is pretty spectacular to look at. The track to Warren Beach is roughly 6 kilometres and can take roughly an hour to get there. Along the way there are a number of challenges. Nothing extreme, but good fun nonetheless. doesn't take long before you hit a pretty wicked view, spying over Warren Beach and the river mouth in the distance. Once we hit the river mouth, we spent a decent amount of time trying to suss out the safest way to cross, as a fair bit of water was flowing through and the tide was on the rise.
So we've done some bit of a recce around the Warren River mouth, trying to look for a place to cross, and a lot of it's quite deep except for this section over here that we found. Probably comes to just above knee height, but it can get quite soft in places, and unfortunately the bank here where we've got the max tracks is incredibly soft. So what I've done, we've got the max tracks here to kind of give us that final oomph as we come out, and then as an emergency backup up the beach a little bit more, I've just dug this hole here as an emergency to throw the spare tyre in case we need to winch out. So as a solo vehicle, unfortunately haven't got anyone else here to help us out, so, and there's, as far as the eye can see, not a single other person here, it's just us. So definitely not a place we want to get stuck at. So we're pretty well prepared. We're getting that all set up now. Hope for the best and see how we go.
If we went down there, it would have been game over. Fortunately, thanks to the trooping, we were able to push on. After a quick stop on the river for a bit of lunch, we were back on the tracks in no time, heading for Cow Cup Hill. Tell you what, I don't think I've ever had my work cut out for me as much as I did on Cow Cup. The hill itself is several hundred metres long and consists of two major climbs. However, track conditions and the abundance of wombat holes up the hill made for a pretty tough ride. We made it so close to the top on our final run, didn't quite get there. So we threw out the max tracks and inched our way up, bit by bit, until we got to the top. And it was a bloody good sight. We spent a fair bit of time in the morning of day 6 exploring the area around Fish Creek, and what a place it was. Not many places can display a view quite like this one. It wasn't too long before we were back on the road, headed for our next destination, the Valley of the Giants. The Valley of the Giants is a large treetop walk that takes you right through the forest of some incredibly large trees, and at the highest point you stand 40 metres above the ground. This campsite we found late the night before turned out to be a bit of a hidden gem, with Torbay Inlet right out the front door. It was time for our final leg of the trip, and we were Bluff Knoll bound.
Okay, so we're about, I'd say over halfway, just over halfway now up the Bluff Knoll track. You can't quite see the peak, it's tucked away over those trees over there. You can see a bit of it over there. I don't think that's the summit. So getting close now, it's starting to get pretty steep. So it's a great track, awesome fun, great climb, as you can see, it's kind of like that. And the view halfway up even is absolutely spectacular. You've got the whole Stirling Range on your doorstep over here. Absolutely fantastic view. So I think we'll keep climbing and check back in when we get to the top.
At the base of the mountain, it was reasonably warm, but as we trekked closer to the top, it got significantly cooler. Unfortunately for us, we had just missed the snow cover a few days prior. The track to the top of Bluff Knoll was pretty spectacular, but the view at the top was nothing shy of breathtaking, with the entire Stirling Range on your doorstep.
Well, this concludes the southwest trip down in Western Australia. Been an absolute spectacular ride. Seen some pretty incredible places and driven some pretty incredible spots. And now we're just finishing it up at the Bluff Knoll Cafe, getting a hot drink, probably a coffee, and then doing the long ride home. See you next time.